Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Sarah Hoots, Melita's mama or something like that. Anyway, I'm a type 1 diabetic and I have been a type 1 for 41 years. I was diagnosed right after my 18th birthday. I really feel for those people who had to go through school and maybe have to go through school now. I never had to do that, and I bet that's a hard thing to do. But this is my story. Like I said, 41 years, and most of it has been extremely unhealthy. I was non-compliant. I was sick most of the time, and I would try. I would try to do the Diabetes Association meal plan with the exchange lists and all that, and pricking my finger. Yeah, I didn't do that all the time because I hated doing it. I don't know of anyone that likes to prick their finger and squeeze blood out of it. I don't know of anyone that likes that, even for just a little tiny bit. Anyway, when I would do that and when I would suck it up and do it, I never could. I'd go to my reader and it would say 165, 255. I'm like, I thought I was doing good. I thought I was doing right. And then it turns around and I wasn't. And those numbers just screamed at me, you're a failure. You can't do this. That's what I read anyway. And when I would go to the doctor, when I would drag myself to the doctor because I had to go, because I hate going. Of course, they checked my A1c, and it was terrible. It has been up into the 10s and 11s. Bad, okay? And I know some of you have been worse. I know that. And it's awful. But that was just like the doctor confirming, you're a loser. You can't do this. Even though you need to do it. And let's get this sugar down. And oh, by the way, you need to lose some weight too. And I'm not going to tell you how to do that, but eat more or eat less and move more, right? Yeah, that didn't work either. The only way I could get weight off or keep weight off was to just not take my insulin. Yeah, I know some of you probably do that too. Let me suggest that you quit doing that, okay? Please, 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 please. I've found that that ends up in bad places, okay? So I went through all this and all through my 20s and 30s, and well, when I was 47, I had a heart attack. And I didn't even know I had a heart attack at the time. But I did. And, I really started looking, how can I do this? I don't want to die early. 47 is way too young to have a heart attack. All right? It is. So I looked at this and that and the other, and I looked into veganism, and I looked into this and that. And when I found the low-carb lifestyle, that just was a whole new world for me. And when I started eating like that, I went in to have my A1c checked. I dreaded it. I dreaded it. Every time I dreaded it. But it was 7. I believe it was 7.1 at that time. And I just freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this works. This is really working. And even though 7 is not where you want to be, okay, but it was a lot lower than I had been. And I felt like I had some kind of success. And I felt like, okay, maybe I can do this. And I continued doing that. And my last A1c was 5.1. And when he told me that, I literally stood up in the doctor's office and I did a little jig. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, no, you don't understand. You do not understand. I have never had an A1c of 5.1 before in my life. Ever, that I know of. And I felt like, wow, I could do this. I can do this. And now, am I perfect? No. No, none of us are. But it's the only way I can get my sugars to behave. And I feel like I have control now and not all over the place. So that's kind of my story. And I am a low-carb lifestyle person. So that's what I am going to encourage you on. Now, this is not medical advice. Okay, I am not a doctor. I'm not the daughter of a doctor, nor the niece of a doctor, nor, okay, I don't know any doctors, all right, personally, except for my own doctor, which I think he graduated from high school about 2 years ago. Anyway, that's what it seems like. Not as far as knowledge, I just mean how young he is. You know, we go to the doctors now, and everybody, when we get older, everybody looks old, looks younger. That's kind of what that is. Anyway, I just want to encourage you because this is doable. And I don't feel like a failure anymore. And when I do see some high numbers on my glucose reader, I know why they're high. I know what I did, what I ate, what happened, and I don't feel so dumb anymore. There's light. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm heading for it. Oh, okay, wait a minute. No, that kind of sounds like heading toward the light that way. No, I'm not talking about that movie. Anyway, there is light. And I believe that you can do it too. You're not a failure. Even if you feel like you are. And even if you feel like you're not. I hope you don't feel like you are. But you're not. And you're also worth it. So, I'd like to help you, encourage you, because that's what I want to do. I don't give medical advice, but I will encourage you because we need encouragement. I need encouragement. Some days it's really hard. We get sick and our sugar goes up and we didn't do nothing. We get up in the morning, my sugar goes up and I didn't eat anything. That's something to learn and to get through and to understand how our bodies work. Yeah, the more information that we can get, the better. So anyway, that's kind of my story, and I'm still in the middle of my story, but I'd like to share it with you. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk again. Okay, thanks. Bye.